أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is your brother Yahya Ibrahim. We're continuing with the 5 steps to knowledge. Number 4 is to teach others. We've spoken about the virtue of knowledge, sincerity in why it is we're seeking it, putting it into practice ourselves. And number 4, this 4th essential step, which is to pass it on to others. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as he stood on the mount of Rahmah in Arafah, in his final Hajj, Hajjatul Wada, he gave people this amazing admonition and this sermon that is recorded until today in the hearts and minds of all Muslims. And one of the things he said at nearly the conclusion of his discussion, he said, فَلْيُبَلِّغِ السَّامِعَ الْحَاضِرِ الْغَائِبِ وَالسَّامِعَ الْغَائِبِ. Let the one who hears it and the one who's present with me today transfer it to someone who is not seated here, or who is not close enough, or who cannot hear it, or someone who will come later on in generations. فَرُبَّ مُبَلَّغٍ أَوْعَى مِنْ سَامِعٍ. And the Prophet said, perhaps someone who will hear it from another is better than the one who heard it directly from me, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Now that is an amazing statement. The Prophet ﷺ encouraging within us, asking us to be from those who will transmit that knowledge to others. It's not enough, my dear brother, my dear sister, to learn and practice and not teach. Even if what you teach will not be, I'm not saying it has to be something formal, but even if it's just to teach it in your character and your conduct, even if it's just to teach it in your home and your family, your extended family, your mothers-in-law, your brothers-in-law, your cousins, to be from those who are fa'al lil khayr, one who recommends and shows good deeds to others so that people hear of it. Remember the words of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The one who establishes a sunnah, who revives one of the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, كَانَ لَهُ مِثْلُ فَاعِلِهَا, has the reward of the one who follows them in doing that good, غَيْرَ أَنَّ فَاعِلَهَا لَا يَنْقُصْ مِنْهُ شَيْءٍ, even though the one who follows him will not lose any reward. Every time you bring someone to learn something that they did not know and they put it into practice, every time they practice it or teach it to others, it has that compounding effect that it benefits you in this life and in the akhirah. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ says in the hadith narrated by Imam Muslim, إِذَا مَاتَ ابْنِ آدَمٍ قَطَعَ عَمَلُهُ إِلَّا مِنْ ثَلَاثٍ. When a human being passes away, his deeds are cut off. He can't earn any good deeds by himself anymore, except in 3 ways. One way, عِلْمٌ يُنْتَفَعُ بِهِ. He left behind a legacy of knowledge, taught people something that they use after his departure. So that continues to earn him a reward even though he has departed from this worldly life. These are amazing statements from the Messenger Muhammad ﷺ, recommending for us to learn and to teach. The best of those who know the Quran and of our ummah is not just the one who reads the Quran, has studied the Quran, but the one who is from those who transmits it to others. عَلَّمَ الْقُرْآنَ وَعَلَّمَ. Imagine that Allah commands the wives of the Prophet ﷺ to say, do not conceal anything that you have learned in the privacy of your homes with the Messenger Muhammad ﷺ. Aisha radiallahu anha, she even teaches us the ritual ablutions and the way the Prophet ﷺ would make his ghusl with her, how they would bathe together. To such a degree, knowledge was passed on by those who valued it and put it into practice themselves. I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses us with this understanding of knowledge, helps us to be from those who will revive this tradition of scholarship, where we understand the virtue, we're sincere in its seeking, we seek to practice it, and we seek to transmit it to others. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم فاستغفروه والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم